phone. So when Snake get finished handling his business, he pick up the phone and tell Chicky, if you want this bitch back, get that money. Call ended. He hang up in Chicky's ear. Now Chicky just standing there holding the phone, screaming in the receiver, hello, hello, fuck. He hang up the phone in tears. Hurry up, run upstairs, snatch his closet open, get the whipping out all kind of choppers, throwing them bitches on the bed. In a rage, he get the pacing back and forth in the room, pacing back and forth, talking to himself. Think, Chicky, think. Who the fuck got my baby? They raped my baby. So he grabbed the phone by the bed, get to calling all his brothers. Now he had 4 brothers all together. They all came to Baltimore in the early 80s. They all did different shit. One owned an automotive shop. One of them was like had his own dog catching business. One of them had his own exterminating company. And his other brother worked with his other brother at the automotive shop. So they was basically all small business owners to some extent. But they all used to get down back in the day. And Chicky was the leader. Where he say really go, he the one really got them to America. He came over here first. But anyway, he gets all his brothers on the phone. And they all start showing up one after another within a half an hour. So they all downstairs in the living room, sitting around the homemade bar he had in there. So the brothers, they try to calm Chicky down. They go ahead and pour him a glass, cause he's still down in the living room pacing back and forth. So one of Chicky's brothers' name was Sting. Sting had owned the automotive shop. While he's sitting down at the bar, Sting asked him, yo bro, who you think would do something like this? Chicky walking back and forth, man. I don't know, man. I ain't really made no enemies lately. Could be anybody, man. It's Baltimore. All his brothers like, right. Chicky like, every time I call the number back, I don't get no answer. That's when Sting asked Chicky like, yo, you think it's the best bet we just paid? That's when Chicky stopped pacing back and forth. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He looks over at Sting like, that nigga Kenny, yo. Just came to him. He like, I know it was that nigga Kenny. So his brother Sting like, Kenny? Chicky like, old man Kenny, man, from down Belmore. Used to run with Black Charles and them, sell the hard. That's when Sting like, yeah, Kenny, I know Kenny. Chicky like, yeah, man, that motherfucker came down the bar looking for a deal, like it ain't a drought. I tell him my prices, he get to trying to talk me down. But I wasn't budging, and I can tell he was salty, but he could have took his business elsewhere. So that's when Sting like, oh, okay, yeah, so Kenny, huh? Okay, so that's one thing scratched off the list. We know who did it. Now what's the next move? Chicky get the shake in his head like, next thing you know, he just speed walk up the steps. Walk in the room, get the snatch and the choppers off the bed, throwing them in the duffel bag, A couple minutes later, he returned back downstairs, get the pass and sticks out to all his brothers. Here. He looks Sting in the eyes like, I want his whole family. That's when Sting like, boy, you already know, I walked through the fire with you. That's when all his other brothers start speaking up. Like, yeah, me too, brother, me too. So Chicky other brother, Levi, who was sitting at the bar holding a big ass stick in his hand, AK-47, a Rifnikov, Levi like, man, ain't his little brother buried up at the Baltimore Cemetery? Down on Greenmount Avenue and North Avenue? So Sting like, yeah, the one who had the bug, yeah, he down there. So Chicky like, what that got to do with anything, man? So Levi like, man, I'm pretty sure his last name on that tombstone. All we need is Kenny's last name. So Chicky like, what the fuck we gonna do with his last name? Levi like, nah, because I'm pretty sure if we got his full name, I can get Linda to run his name through the computer. That's when the light bulb went off in Chicky's head like, ding! Because he forgot Levi was married to a Baltimore County police officer. He's so caught up in the moment.